All right. All right. Just gonna wait for it to be 3 before doing my introduction. All right, I'll go ahead and get started. Hi, I'm Coach Tierney. I'm really excited to be live streaming today. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to do a short warm up, and then we're going to review a bunch of different stretches. And then we're going to have a conversation about body image and also do some activities related to that. So if you haven't already gotten it and you want to be able to follow along with our activities later on, please go ahead and get 2 pieces of paper and something to write with so that you can follow along and do the activities. If you'd rather just watch and do the activities later, that's okay too. But I just wanted to get you prepared beforehand. Also, if you are here from an after school site and you would like to be counted in our attendance, please text your name as well as what school you're from to the number 312-869-2729. And I'll say that at the end too as a reminder. Before we get started, I also wanted to go over our 5-finger contract. If you are with after school programming, you've probably heard about the 5-finger contract before. We talk about it in our sessions in person. And we just wanted to go over it again so that we can modify it to kind of fit virtual programming and the kind of rules and boundaries we want to set here. So if you could put your hand up and follow along with me, that'd be awesome. So first we're going to start out with our pinky finger. The pinky finger stands for safety. Safety in regards to virtual programming is going to mean no sharing personal information on the internet. So that means please don't post your full name if you're planning to comment along. Please don't post what school you go to or where you're located. It's just really important that you're staying safe all throughout programming. And we really don't want to share any of your personal information with anyone else. The second finger is going to be your ring finger, and this is going to be for commitment. For virtual programming, this is going to mean trying your best. We're trying something new. This is totally different from our in-person sessions. So the activities are going to be a little different. We've modified them to kind of fit being able to do them online, but that just means you have to try really hard to do it to the best of your ability. The third finger is going to be your middle finger, and that's going to be for respect. Respect means if you are planning to comment on the YouTube videos or if you're going to join our team time leader, it means being kind to the other participants, saying nice things, not being mean, not being rude, and also following the coach's directions and listening to them as well. So next is going to be your pointer finger, and this is going to be for teamwork. Teamwork for virtual programming is going to mean supporting each other, supporting other participants, also working hard as we said before. I'd also encourage you to engage your family. If you have any siblings or other family members at home who would be interested in participating in these activities, get them to join along. I think they'd have a really good time as well. Maybe you can teach them something later. And finally, we want to have fun. This is all new. Try your best to have fun, learn something new today. I'm going to try my best to make this as fun as possible and to get you a little active and do some fun activities, but it's really going to depend on you about what you make of it. So let's go ahead and get started with a little warm-up. You can try to follow along as best as you can. If you have some space, try to make some space and make sure that no one's around you and you're going to run into them or something. Also have some water on hand, so if you get tired, you can get thirsty, feel free to take a break if you need to. So I'm just going to stand up, and we're going to start out with running in place. So let's jog a little bit. Start off slow. If you're just joining now, we're having a little warm-up, so feel free to follow along when you're at home. If you have some room, you can run around your room like I'm doing. I feel kind of silly, but I'm getting nice and warmed up too. And go a little faster. Okay, now as fast as you can. Okay, 3, 2, 1, stop. All right, next we're gonna do high knees. So put your hands out in front of you and try to tap your knees up to your hands. From the side, it looks like this. Wow, I'm already out of breath, but it's okay. It's It's good to get active if you've been sitting at home all day. Okay. Awesome. All right, 3, 2, 1, pause. Okay, next we're gonna do butt kicks. So try to bring your legs up and kick yourself in the back. Remember to drink water if you get thirsty. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay. Next we're gonna do, you're gonna take your elbow and try to touch your opposite knee to your elbow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Awesome. Whew. Catch your breath for a second. Great. Now we're going to do 15 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, and now we're going to do squats. If you haven't done squats before, I'm going to show you how. Let me just lower the camera so you can see me. All right, you can put your arms out for stability, and you're just going to put your legs out and sit back like you're sitting in a chair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. And finally, we're going to do squat jumps. These are a little more challenging, so you can just do regular squats if you don't want to do these. But you're going to squat down like we just did and then jump after each one. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, awesome. Good job. If you're following along at home, good job to you. Got a sip of water. Careful not to spill it like I just did. Oh, okay. So next we're going to talk about stretching. Stretching is really important for keeping your muscles flexible, keeping them strong, and preventing injury. Oh my goodness. All right, catch your breath for a little bit longer because I'm really out of breath. Oh, I got my heart pounding, which is awesome. So I'm going to talk about 2 different kinds of stretching. The first one is called dynamic stretching, which means stretching along with different movements. And this kind of stretching keeps your muscles and your joints moving and keeps them flexible. So it's really good to do after a warm-up, before your big workout, or before you go play a soccer game or any kind of athletic event. So I'm going to do a couple of those in a moment. And then the other kind I'm going to talk about is called static stretching, which I think is what a lot of people are familiar with. It's standing in one place and holding a stretch for a few seconds. And those are really good for cool downs. So I'm going to do a couple of those after I show you the dynamic stretches so we can cool down before moving on to our next activities. Okay, so the first stretch we're going to do for dynamic stretches are arm circles. So you start with your arms out and do little circles forward. And this is good for rotating your shoulders, getting them all stretched out. If you're a swimmer, this is really great to do before a swimming event because it warms up your shoulders. You move on to big circles. Do a few of those. And then go backwards. Small at first. And then do big ones. Awesome. Oh, I'm sweaty too. Okay, and so next we're gonna do twists. So put your arms out, make sure you have some room, and just go twist around. This is gonna stretch out your back, It's really good for stressing out the muscles in your core, in the front and in the back. Sometimes your back might crack a little, and don't be concerned. I think it feels good. I don't know. Okay. All right, next we're gonna do windmills. I'm gonna lower the camera a little so you can see my feet when I do these. Okay, start with your feet out, put your arms out, and you're gonna touch your opposite foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, great. And next we're gonna do a knee hug and a walk. So let me show you what that means. For a lot of these stretches, you can do them before a game and walk as you do them. So for example, you take a step forward and pull your knee up and hug it. Then step and then other leg. Then you're gonna turn around because I don't have a lot of space. So step and hug, step and hug. So let's do there and back 2 more. 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Awesome. Okay, next one we're gonna do is what I call Frankensteins. So you're gonna put your arms out, you're gonna kick your legs up and try to hit the opposite hand. So ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, and there back 1 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Those gets your hamstrings really well. Okay, the next one are called golf ball pickups. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean forward with one arm out and your opposite leg is gonna go up and back and you're gonna pretend like you're leaning down to pick up a golf ball. So 1, 2, 3. Hopefully I don't kick something. 1, oh, I just did. 2, 3. Oh, okay, great. Okay, and these next ones are called grapevines. So these are really good for stretching out your hips beforehand. So you're just gonna see my feet for those. You're gonna start, take a step out, leg behind, step out, foot forward. And these you're supposed to do really fast, so like, you can do a few more of those, and those are really great. And the last one I'm gonna do are called inchworms, kind of self-explanatory. You're gonna start up like this, arms up, and you're gonna reach out, touch the ground, walk forward. So you're all the way out, and inch back up. Awesome. So next, I'm gonna do some static stretches, which is what you can use as like a cool down. These are you're probably a little more familiar with. So we'll start out with this. Cross your arm in front, hold it, and then count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then other arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then take this arm, put it behind your head, and then grab your elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then do the same thing, switch arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and now we'll pull our legs. I gotta move the camera again. So put your leg up and grab it, and then hold it for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 1. Whoa, I'm gonna lose my balance. Hold on to it if you need balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do like a little lean and stretch. So put your arms up, one down to the side, lean to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. If you're at home following along, good job. You're doing great. I'm going to take a sip of water. Definitely encourage you to do the same. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about body image and get into those activities. So if you don't already have a piece of paper, our 2 pieces of paper and writing utensils, go ahead and get those because you'll need them for this activity. So let's first talk about what body image is. So body image is how you see yourself. When you look in the mirror or when you think about yourself, it's what you think of, it's what you see. That's what body image is. And body image can be influenced by a lot of different things. So it can be influenced by your friends, family members, or something like social media, the things you see on Instagram or Facebook or whatever social media you use. That all influences your own views on your body. Body image can be positive or negative. It just really depends. A positive body image is a healthy one, so you want to aim for having a positive body image, and we're going to talk about how to develop that a little more. Some reasons why having a healthy body image is really important is because it helps with your mental health and your self-esteem. So if you feel good about yourself, you're going to feel more confident about everything that you do. You're going to feel more confident in other aspects of life, like how you're doing in school and other areas. Having a healthy body image also creates a positive relationship with food and exercise. So you feel more comfortable exercising and also nourishing your body with the healthy nutrition, which is great. So I'm going to talk about some tips to create a positive body image. The first one is focusing on your strengths and your positive qualities. So think about something that you're really good at. So for example, I think I'm really good at helping my friends. I think that's a strength of mine. Focusing on things like that and positive qualities you have in yourself is a really great way to increase your body image and make you feel really good about who you are. The second one is limiting the time you spend with people who make you feel bad about yourself. So if you are around someone who says negative things about you or makes you feel bad about yourself, maybe consider taking a break from them, or talking to them about it, saying like, hey, these things that you say don't make me feel good about myself, so asking them to stop. Just a reminder to that, if anyone's being mean to you at school, or if you have friends that aren't really mean to you, it's really important to talk to an adult that you trust about that, so that they can help you work through those relationships. The third tip I'm going to give you is concentrating on what's really important to you. So your interests, what you really like, any goals that you have and your dreams, things that inspire you. The more that you focus on all of those things, the better you're going to feel about yourself, which is really important. And then finally, the fourth one is going to be active as much as possible. If you're exercising and eating well, doing a sport that you really love, you're going to feel really great. Exercise is really great for your mental health. It makes you feel really happy and positive. And also just the feeling of being strong and healthy is going to make you feel more positive about your own body image. So it's just something to keep in mind. So for this first activity, you're going to need a piece of paper. Got one right here. And also something to write with. So I have some markers here that I'm going to use. All right. So this activity that we're going to do is going to help us build our own positive body image by helping us recognize all the amazing things that our bodies do for us. It's really important to remind yourself that no matter what your body looks like or what you think you look like, your body does amazing things and you're beautiful just the way you are. And so we're going to work on recognizing that. I'm a little sweaty, so my bangs are getting a little curly. So what you're going to do is on your piece of paper, draw an outline of yourself. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to show you mine in a minute. It's going to be really simple. And it's not going to look amazing. Don't have to be an amazing artist to do an activity to make you feel better about your body image. So that's me. This is going to be me for this activity. So what we're going to do for this is you are going to draw a line on your paper to different parts of your body and try to brainstorm what those parts of your body do for you. So for example, I'm going to write on mine, I'm going to point to my legs and I say, they help me run fast. Just like that. Really simple. All right, and so let's start thinking of other ones. And you can do this along as well, pointing to different things on your outline that make you feel good about your body. Like for example, I have 2 dogs that I really love. And so I'm going to point to my hands and say that my hands help me pet my dogs. Yeah. Some other ideas. Let's see. My head, it holds my brain, helps me learn new things. And also think new thoughts and be creative, which is awesome. Let's see. I'll show you that as well. My arms help me hug my friends and family. They also help me. I like to lift weights, so they help me lift heavy things, which is really important. It makes me feel good about myself. Let's see, my feet, they also help me run and help me kick a soccer ball. See, I'm already filling up the page. Okay, let's see, what else can we put? My mouth helps me smile and talk and sing, though I'm not a very good singer. And laugh. I like to laugh a lot too. So look, I already have a lot of good things on there, and you can fill this out as much as you want to. If you have a bigger piece of paper, you can add even more things. And I really encourage you to maybe post this up somewhere in your room and add to it whenever you think of new things that make you feel good about your body, about the amazing thing that your body can do. Because it's important to remind yourself on a regular basis that your body does amazing things all the time. And that's going to make you feel really positive about yourself. So for this next activity, you're going to need another piece of paper. And for this activity, we're going to talk about how we can help others have a positive body image as well. Because helping others have a positive body image, I think, just brings along a lot of positivity and makes other people feel good about themselves. And I really think that's something that's important to do. So for this activity, we're going to talk about giving compliments. If you don't know what a compliment is something that you can say to express your admiration for someone else and make someone else feel good about themselves. So think about a time that you got a compliment, when someone said something really nice to you. Let me see. My sister the other day, I made breakfast and she told me that I was a really good cook, and that made me feel really good about myself because I like to cook and I like when people think I'm a good cook as well. So think about something that someone has said to you that made you feel good, and think about why it made you feel good and maybe other emotions you felt, and try to think about those when we're creating these compliments for other people. So some things about making compliments. Compliments can be about someone's inner as well as outer beauty. The difference between those two, outer beauty is based on your appearance and what you look like on the outside, and inner beauty focuses on your strengths and positive qualities about yourself. And if you think back to when I was giving the 4 tips for building a healthy positive image, the very first one was focusing on strengths and positive qualities. So when you're giving compliments, it's really important to focus on giving compliments about inner beauty rather than outer beauty. Just because that's what's really going to make someone feel really good about their body image. Thinking about their inner strengths rather than their outer beauty. But not to say that outer beauty compliments are a bad thing, but just it's really important to focus on inner beauty stuff too. So for this activity, we're going to write out 4 different compliments. The first one, take a few minutes to do this, is going to be for an awesome friend. So think of a really good friend in your life and write a compliment for them. So I'm going to think of my best friend, Hannah. So my best friend Anna, I wrote, Anna, you are the funniest person I know, because she is. She makes me laugh all the time. And if you want, you can leave spaces between the different compliments so that you can rip them out or cut them out and give them to the people later. The next compliment I want you to think about is, think about a compliment you would give a family member. So let me think. I'm going to give one to my mom. You always. And I wrote, Mom, you always inspire me to do my best. And that's what I really love about her. All right, next, write a compliment for another adult that you really admire. So think about other adults in your life. It can be another family member, it could be a teacher, it could be a coach, it could be any other adult in your life that you have a compliment for. So let me think of, let's see. I'm going to do I'm going to write one for my field hockey coach from when I was in high school. I'm going to say that she motivated me to be stronger. And I think that's really important for when you play a sport like field hockey, to have someone who's really motivating. And I think she was. So then finally, give a compliment for yourself. And arguably, I think this is the most important one. So I'm going to say, Tierney, you. Okay, so the compliment I gave to myself is that I'm a great friend, because that's something I really think about myself a lot. I try really hard to be a good friend, and I admire myself for it, and I think that's important. So I challenge you for the next week to give one compliment a day, whether it's to yourself, to a family member. If you want to call up a friend, FaceTime a friend, give them a compliment, you should do it. And then go ahead, if you wrote out these compliments, you can cut them out, give them to those people that you wrote about. The one for you, you can post up somewhere so that you can see it. And they'll just make you feel good about yourself and give you some better body image, which is what we're working on today. So that's all I really had today. I'm really excited that for everyone that watched, or anyone who ends up watching later, if you would like to see more Girls in the Game virtual sessions, you can tune in tomorrow. Coach Desiree will be streaming from 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. You just have to follow the link at girlsinthegame.org/live, and you'll be able to go see it. We're all going to be doing different things throughout the week, so just tune back into YouTube later on. If you came here later on and you watched the session and you want to be counted for attendance, you can text your name as well as your school to the number 312-869-2729. So that you can be counted. We knew that you were here and watching, which is really exciting. If you are joining the Zoom meeting for our team time, make sure to follow the link that's in the email that was sent out earlier today. Also, please go ahead and follow Girls in the Game on Instagram and Facebook. We're posting a lot of fun videos on there as well. Lots of short ones, lots of coach introductions. You'll get to see your coach on there. So definitely go check those out as well. Thanks, everyone. Bye.